Hi, in this video I'm going to show you paper weaving with magazines and scrap paper. You need scissors, glue, and some paper of your choice. It could be magazines or just any paper size you have. You're going to start by folding one of the papers in half, right in the middle, hamburger style. Next, you're going to cut on the folded edge, not the open side, right in the middle, about part way up, right about an inch away from the edge. You're going to keep cutting lines part way up, not to all the way through. Make sure you stop before you get to the end. I'm doing it halfway in between my first cut and the edge. After that, I'm going to go back in and cut the four parts one more time, right in the middle, not all the way through. Stop before you get to the end. Take a look at this picture so you can see where to stop. Again, halfway through. When you're done, you should have the paper cut part way into 8 sections. When you open it, it should look like this. If it doesn't, you may have cut it on the wrong side. Make sure you cut it on the folded edge. We're going to cut strips now, so take another paper and fold it in half. This time you're going to do the same thing, but cut it all the way through to the end. So halfway, then each section will get cut in half again. Now I have 4 pieces, and then cut them in half one more time so that you have 8 pieces. It's optional to keep them thicker. It is a little bit easier to weave when you have less strips. Now I have my loom for weaving and 8 paper strips to weave. I'm opening the strips so I have them ready to weave. I put them to the side and I begin weaving one strip at a time through the loom, over and under in an AB pattern. Over one of the strips and under one. Over and under. I have to lift up the loom so that I can fit the strip through every other one. On the next row, I'm going to do the same thing, but switch the pattern to BA. So where I started over under, now I'm going to start under over, making sure that the pattern is the opposite. When you push it down, it should lock into place. I'm going to continue weaving, changing the pattern on every row. I'm checking to see what is the next pattern. This is over under or AB. Again, when I push it down, it locks in place, so I know it's correct. Checking the pattern, this one is BA or under over. This one's over under or AB. This one's under over or BA. Sometimes this might happen to you. It's not right. I need to change it. I have to take it out and try again. It should be over under. Over under, over under. I have to go to the back to push that one up. When you get to the end, it's a little hard to get those last pieces in without pushing it up from the back. I can fit one more in here if I scoot these down, or I can shift the other ones up evenly to make the space even. and then when I glue them in place, they'll stay. I did manage to fit that in. So now I'm going to keep everything in place by gluing down the edges. You can trim off the extra paper on the edge. I would not do that until you have glued it. Great job. You can add more if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and cut some more strips, but thin ones. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before, but this time I'm going to cut them one more time. So instead of cutting them into 8 strips, I'm going to cut them into 16 really thin strips. Actually, I only need 8, so the extra ones I can use on the back if I want to. So there's my extra skinny strips. I can weave it up and down through the parts that are not glued. The glued edges I can't weave through. And this is actually pretty easy to do because it's glued down. You can glue down those little pieces. I can even do the back. I did the back. Awesome job. Have a great day. Bye.